Hi guys, to another video, and today we're going to be doing a brand new tier list for Anime Last Stand. So without further ado, let's get right to the video. Alright, so let's get right to the tier list. So for the first character, it's going to be Yami. Yami's going to be going into the S tier, still a phenomenal unit, especially if you get this character early on. The next character, Itachi, is going to be going into A tier. The strongest sorcerer is going to be going into A tier. Cursed King, suppressed, I would say B tier, decent air unit, but Cursed King is easily going to go into the A tier. Top Choppa is going to go into, this is a really bad unit, but it's still a decent one, so I'm going to be putting that into C tier. The next unit here, Swordman, I think is correct, it's going to be going into C tier. Gas is going to be going into B tier. Gas Hunter is going to be going into A tier. Ichigo is going to be going into A tier. Geezer, I would say B tier. Genos Evolve, definitely an A tier unit. B tier. B tier. This is one of the new ones. White Tiger is going to be going into the A tier. Speed Cart is another one of those really good money units. So this is going to be going into the A tier. Still a pretty good money unit. Definitely not the best. Let's just quickly pick the best money unit. Let's see. I think this is one of the best. So it's going to be going into top A tier. And this is the best money unit in the entire game. Still definitely one of the best units in the entire game. Still phenomenal money unit. The next one, this is going to be going into, I would say, C tier. It's going to be going into D tier. It's going to be going into B tier. The evolved version is so much better. Crimson King's going to be going into B tier. Gon is going to be going into C tier. C tier. It's going to be going into B tier. This one's actually a pretty decent unit. Let's see. This one is going to be going into C tier. B tier. Decent support unit. This is going to be going into, I would say, this isn't the evolved version, so I'm going to say C tier. Let's go to the evolved version. This is still an S tier. Still one of the best units in the entire game. Still phenomenal. And don't worry, we will get to the solo leveling units. Even if you can't see them right now, I'll just edit them in later, so don't worry about that. We will cover those units. So let's go into the next one. This is going to be this unit, and this one's going to go into C tier. Not really that great. Ice is going to go into D tier. D tier. Let's see, definitely D tier. D tier. Let's see, let's go on one of the new ones. This is definitely an S tier unit, phenomenal unit, really overpowered. Sorcery Killer is going to be going into high A tier, very busted unit. Let's see here, Brodos, I want to say, I'm going to put Brodos into S tier, really good unit. This is another secret unit that is really not that good. This can be going into B tier. They kind of did Piccolo not too good here, which is kind of sad because I think Piccolo's a pretty good character. The next unit is going to be Robot 12. It's going to be going into C tier. This is going to be Guitar Hero, going to be going into B tier. The next unit is going to be, let's see here. Let's see, we'll do this one. This is going to be old, so it's going to go into C tier. Okay, for the next unit, this is going to be going into, this is going to be Itachi, definitely a really busted unit, definitely going into A tier. The trio, who really actually uses this is just kind of a bad unit. Well, maybe not D tier, probably C tier. The squad, C tier, nobody really uses that. Mesh is still a really good unit, definitely A tier. Let's see, Bodak, still a phenomenal unit. This one is going to go into S tier. This character is really busted. I wouldn't say it's definitely not the best. So I wouldn't say it's the best, but it's definitely one of the best units in the entire game. You can pretty much nightmare solo this character for the entire story mode. So definitely a busted unit. Vegeta's going to go into D tier. Fuse Water C tier. Shenron's going to go into B tier. Let's go B tier for that one. I'd say this one's a little better. Right over there. And let's see, Super Android's gonna go into B tier. Red Pirate, B tier. Gerp is gonna be going into B tier. Gerp Cannon's gonna go into that character. Okay, so for the next character, it's gonna be Prince Admin. Prince Admin's gonna go into B tier. Evolved version is easily gonna go into the A tier. I would say this is a B tier unit. This is definitely an A tier. No, I'm gonna put this into the S tier. It's ice. Its slow is really good, really overpowered. So I'm gonna definitely put that in the A tier. This one's gonna go into B tier, A tier. Metal Bat is gonna go into, I would say, the B tier. Not really that good. B tier for this one. This is gonna go into the D tier. decent money unit, but honestly not really that good. It's still a money unit, so it's gonna be put into B tier. So let's see some of the other units here. This is gonna go into the D tier. D tier. These units nobody even uses. They might not be like too bad, but they're not really that great. Dark Flash is gonna go into C tier. Flash is gonna, or we're gonna go into B tier. It's gonna go into C tier. Shiny Witch Dragon is gonna go into the A tier. It's gonna go into the A tier. Mecha unit gonna go into the A tier. Beast is a really good money unit. Let's see, this is gonna go into B tier, and this is gonna go into, I would say, still pretty good, but you can't get this is only a portal unit, so that one's still pretty hard to get. So it's gonna go into C tier. B tier. It's gonna go into C tier. C tier. C tier. Golden Admiral is gonna go into B tier. And Golden Admiral is going to go into A tier for the next unit. So for the next character, this is going to be Kazuma, or I think Kazu is what they're saying. So this is going to be going into B tier. The next character, Heya, which is the secret unit of this update. This is going to be going into S tier. This unit is absolutely busted, but it is a secret unit. I think it's like a 1 out of 20,000 chance to get it, so that's going to be a little bit difficult to get. For the next character, it's going to be Chio, if I'm saying his name right. It's a bit of a weird name, but this is going to be going into B tier. The next one, Sun Wu, which is the main character of Solo Leveling. This is going to be going into B tier. This isn't the evolved version. The evolved version is going to easily going to be going into S tier. So Sun Wu evolved S tier. And the final character for this update, Flame Emperor, this is going to be going into high. This is going to be, I would say, this is going to be going into A tier. So that is going to be the entire tier list. If you guys enjoyed this video, please make sure to drop a like and drop a sub. And I'll catch you guys in the next video.